Welcome back. Now, the Open SDG Club South Africa Symposium 2023 will wrap up today. The symposium is reviewing pathways and efforts towards achieving the sustainable development goals set by the United Nations. Now, South Africa is number 108 out of 193 UN member countries in terms of progress made so far. For more on this, let's bring in Joseph Maniragena. He is the Senior Programs Coordinator at African Monitor. Thank you very much for your time. Joseph here on ENCA. Just firstly, 108 out of 193 in terms of the progress we're making in South Africa. That's quite embarrassing to say the least. Looking at the problems that we have in South Africa, our economy that's performing badly, our energy crisis, the fact that on Friday, tomorrow actually, we might be grey listed because of corruption, etc., that's happening in our country. Do you think we can improve?
Thank you so much for having me this afternoon. And really, you are quite right. We are not doing very well. And that's why we said, let's really bring all stakeholders together to see what we can do to improve. The space we occupy, and if you check really how the South African as a country we are doing, comparing with other countries, but also even in Africa, we are not, it's not something we can be proud of. But as you know, 2023 marks the halfway through the Sustainable Development Goals implementation. So it's really the right way to say, the right time to sit and say what did not go well, but also instead of keeping on pointing fingers, what can we do better to see how we can really accelerate the implementation, bring everyone in so that they could be, at least for the 7 years coming, there could be improvement.
And Joseph, looking at, how other member states are doing, what can we learn from those who have seen much more improvement than us?
That's a good question. And actually, this is one of the reasons as a civil society we came together to see what can we learn from other countries, which is at least which are doing very well, but or at least who are doing something on this. So among the presentation we got from this symposium, we received, for example, the case of Ghana yesterday, which present to us how they did with the voluntary national review last year. And we were really happy to see how government works with civil society and business to come together and work to see how they can change the lives of their citizens. It's the same also where we learn from other countries, either from the West or others. But the main thing where people are doing well, there is a serious partnership and collaboration between government institutions and the civil society and business. Because we cannot really leave anyone behind. And that is actually the motto of the Sustainable Development Goals, leave no one behind. And in this discussion, we brought grassroots communities, we brought civil society, we invited government, Department of Monitoring and Evaluation has been here since yesterday, say, how can we form a new partnership? And one of the presentation was a study which has been done by African Monitor with our expert in the MSP, which is a multi-stakeholder partnership. You might know that South Africa government cabinet has agreed, it has been almost 4 years, for a platform which we're going to oversee how these SDGs can be implemented. But after those years, this institution or this platform has not been institutionalized. It's not working. And one of the key points we keep on emphasizing is if this platform can really work, we can see a change. And we received a good case study of a water strategic partnership, which is working very well. Really with a few organizations, but government came in and supported them, and there is a change you can see. So that is the key point we're saying, let's come together first, and so that everyone feels involved and included, and then we can see what is not going well, but also what can we do better.
All right, Joseph, thank you very much for your time here on ENCA. Joseph Maniragena, he's a Senior Programs Coordinator at African Monitor.